I started printing in the early 80s when everything smelt like terps and nobody cared about their lungs. Now I use this Permaset ink. This is not an ad for Permaset, by the way, it's just a really good ink. It's great. It doesn't have that plasticky feel. It has a nice soft feel to the shirts. It's better for the planet, better for my lungs. And look, if you used to chuck this stuff in a worm farm, the worms will just eat it up and poo it out. It's not going to hurt the worms. I care about the worms. So I care about the planet, because the planet, that's where the wildlife is. And my favourite thing is wildlife. So I'm about to print a koala design, and I'm doing a white, I'm doing a grey. I'm going to smash those two colours together in what's called wet and wet printing. I'll then flash dry that, dry those out, and then I'll lay the black on top of that. Means the black is crisper because it's not smudging on wet ink. But I want those two, first two, the white and the grey, I want them to melt together a little bit. It's part of the technique. Grey print. White print. Put it under the heater. And when it's dry, black print. I used to work with koalas in a sanctuary along with my wife. She used to call them the Teds. I used to call them Ewoks, with a eucalyptus habit. Koalas are not lazy. They've just worked out a way to make a bad diet work for them. I mean, if we had a koala diet, well, we'd probably take 3 naps a day, need a stomach pump and a will. With my art, I don't normally do cute. But if you look past the cuteness of a koala, it is a fascinating animal. What a lot of people don't notice is it has 2 thumbs, extra grip when it climbs a tree. The back foot is kind of like a distorted wombat foot. Got one great big thumb with no claw on it at all. So koalas are pretty much a fluffy wombat that's learnt to climb a tree, live an arboreal lifestyle, but with better PR. They don't even have a prehensile tail like most arboreal creatures, like say a possum for example. They're just really good climbers. They can scale up a smooth gum tree like Spider-Man. No gym membership, no protein shakes, just good old-fashioned climbing skills. So when I did the art for this, I tried to put in all those little fascinating details that how evolution has shaped this amazing animal. One of the interesting things about koalas is their teeth. Kind of like a wombat's teeth, except sharper. So you got front, top and bottom like chisels. When they bite, they really bite. I've been on the receiving end of one of those, and yeah, it's one of the worst bites in the zoo. These shirts are off to Aussie Ark, a wildlife conservation group in New South Wales, and they do a lot to help the conservation of koalas, as well as a lot of other animals struggling to survive on a planet that seems to be getting increasingly ridiculous. Okay, get this. One day a human come up to me in the zoo and asked me, what good are koalas? What are they useful for? To put that in context, I did just explain how Tasmanian devils clearing up the forest of dead bodies, and I also talked about how snakes are solar powered rat catchers. But what good are koalas? They sit around and sleep all day. If I wanted to play this game, I suppose I could sort of say they shape trees differently. Instead of trees going straight up, they sort of branch out, which is good perching for things like owls, which hunt down mice. But I'm not going to play this game. Koalas don't have to justify their existence. They exist. End of story. And they're beautiful. And if we're smart, we will create an environment where they can thrive. Because what's good for the koala is good for us. So that's the koala printed the old-fashioned way. It's printed with water-based inks, bit of elbow grease, and just enough caffeine to make a platypus look suspicious.